In today's video, how do you manage a unionized environment? If you haven't already, consider subscribing. And if you have, good on you. All right, how do you manage in the difficult, scary, unionized environment? Well, see, it's not scary at all. I know many supervisors and managers that have a hard time because the union says this and the union says that and the union won't allow this. But who's running the company? You sat down, a company sat down with a union, and language was created. That's the easiest way to manage. You have a book that tells you the rules. There's no point in you trying to discipline somebody or you trying to make a change without reading the book. The answers are there. If they aren't there, then there's no issue either because it'll be brought up in your next contract. You see, the union book, in theory, it should have all the rules. How many lates is somebody allowed to have? What happens if somebody wants to take a leave of absence? What happens if they're a no-call, no-show? I have a video I'll link up about no-call, no-show. But you need to have a set of rules, and the best way is when you have a union agreement. Now, you can't go around and just make up your own rules. You can't go around and have favorites and show favoritism. The union will have an issue with that. You can't go ahead and give somebody a 3-day suspension if the union agreement says that if certain things happen, it needs to be a verbal, a written, a 1-day suspension, a 3-day suspension, and then possible termination. That's the order of which disciplines, for example, are to be handled. So you can't just run in off the top and say so-and-so is getting a 3-day suspension. And at the same time, if you need to call overtime, the union agreement has a way to do it. It makes life very easy for you if you follow the book. Again, I know many managers and supervisors that are concerned about taking jobs that deal with unionized employees. You see, some of the fear could be because if you were to put a blanket statement, unionized employees are known to be lazy because they have somebody fighting for them. But I think if we go back and you're treating somebody fair and you're making fair requests, you're going to get a fair day's work out of individuals. So if you're new to management, don't fear a position where you're working with unionized employees. And if you're new to management, consider subscribing. I guarantee you listen to half of the videos that I've uploaded, you're going to be way ahead of those who haven't. And it's not all my information. It's just stuff that I've learned, it's stuff that I've read, it's stuff that I've researched, and some stuff that I've experienced. So hit the subscribe button and the bell so you're notified when the next video's up, and I will see you next Tuesday.